Yeah, yeah, picnics. Diving to Wiglet, these three are new. This is just the trailer. Make the perfect profile app where you see your achieved during your adventures, such as how many badges you've gathered, how far you are to complete the Pokedex, and even the number of sandwich recipes. It's a sandwich. I'm not the only one who thinks this, right? It's just a sandwich. Like you don't have to have like a recipe. Like it's just I'm just gonna throw some meat in between the thing, Like I don't know. I don't know. It also shows a Pokemon you're currently traveling with, and you can set a profile picture using just the right combination of outfits, hairstyle, poses, filters as well. Try making a profile that's uniquely you. Oh, 100%. I'm gonna spend hours making something stupid. Do you think mirrors work? You think someone's gonna try and do like the whole Instagram model, get their butt and their face in the mirror? You know what I mean? A technical machine is a tool that allows Pokemon to moves, and these titles is a piece of equipment called every Pokemon Center called a technical machine, which allows trainers to make their own TMs. TMs can be made using league points. The materials drop a wild Pokemon after battle. League points will be obtained as you advance in the story or by trading in materials from Pokemon. Find moves you want your Pokemon to learn in the TM machine and try making a TM. The selection of TMs available to you to make grows as you continue your adventure. A single TM can only be used once, but if you have enough LP and the right materials of Pokemon, you can make as many as you like. That's actually, I kind of like that actually. Think carefully what moves you want to have your Pokemon learn to expand your strategic arsenal. That's cool. So that right there, I don't like that right there. There's something right there. It doesn't tell you what item you need until you probably already find it or something. You know? I don't know, man. Where's the picnics? Can we get the picnics? Have a picnic. Here we go. So this was like leaked like all over the place, right? It's a little picnic thing. You can have picnics almost anywhere when out exploring the region's vast wilderness. Picnics allow you to spend leisure time with your Pokemon, and you can change the designs of the tablecloth, cups, water bottles, and other picnic items to create an arrangement of your liking. That's actually cool. I actually do kind of like that. When you start your picnic, your party Pokemon come out as well as a legendary Pokemon accompanying you. Either Corridor or Mirodon will come out and gather around. So any and all Pokemon you have, and Pokemon. You can choose your favorite filters to take photos during while exploring. You just take little pictures. Look how cute they are. Gardevoir in the game. Let's go. The sour kind of sandwich. You can make all kinds of sandwiches at a picnic. I don't like sandwiches. That's just me personally. I don't like sandwiches. But anyways, you make all kinds of sandwiches. Before you begin making your sandwich, you'll choose which fillings and condiments you want to use, as well as a sandwich pick that'll help hold it all together. Once you're ready, you'll arrange the ingredients on your bread, stacking them carefully. To balance properly, you might accidentally cause the ingredients to topple over and fall off the bread entirely. Arrange them skillfully, though, and you might just create a culinary masterpiece. So is that how it's good? Not even like, oh, these flavors are flavors. It's just like, I don't know. When your Pokemon eat sandwiches, not only will their health be restored, nice, but the meal may impart some effects that will come in handy in your adventures. Try making all sorts of sandwiches in all sorts of ways. Mix ingredients to achieve unique flavors. Try to create something visually striking, or simply use as many ingredients as possible and stack it as high as you can. During a picnic, your Pokemon will spend their time as they please. You can speak with your Pokemon one-on-one or use toys to play with them. That's adorable. Spend time and strengthen your bonds. When you have picnics with your Pokemon, you may also find a Pokemon egg. How does it work, though? How do the eggs work? So this is the new breeding thing, right? Which you can breed basically whenever you want now. Instead of having to go to a place. Um, but how does it work? How does that how exactly does that work? Also, I want to point this out here. Right here. Right here. So whenever you make a sandwich and you eat it, that increases like everything here, right? So like teensy power, I don't know what that is, but flying. So whatever teensy, flying. Encounter power, electric. So what that means, what they explained, you're gonna run into a lot more electric type Pokemon. There's gonna be a lot more electric type Pokemon showing up and all around. Catching power, grass. If you run into a grass type Pokemon, you're gonna have an easier time catching that grass type Pokemon and just that grass type. I don't know what this teensy power is. Maybe it's for like a small power for you. Like your flying type moves have better. I don't know, but there's that. Um, yeah. In these titles, you have a Pokemon walk alongside your battle and cause them to get grimy and dirty by washing your Pokemon at a picnic. Not only will they get clean, but their health will be restored and their bond will become stronger. Your Pokemon can get covered in mud from the roadside, snow from storm, and sand from sandstorms. In addition to weather phenomena or environmental factors like these, Pokemon may also get dirty from taking damage in battles. Scrub your Pokemon with a soapy sponge, give them a good rinse with water, and shower them with appreciation for their hard work. That is adorable. Look at his little face. So much fucking serotonin just got released into my into my brain just now. Oh my god, look at his happy little face. Oh my lord. Okay. Picnics become even livelier when playing with friends. You can also enjoy. Oh, so everyone can come. But can okay, hold on. One, two, three, four, five, six, and then there's seven, eight. So when they show up, they all have their Pokemon, right? And play together. Through the Union Circle, simply approach the other player's picnic while you're playing together with friends and have you and your Pokemon join. It is! You can have you and your friends' Pokemon play together. Oh my god, that's adorable. You can take a group photo and make sandwiches together with up to three other friends, making a picnic an even livelier occasion. You may even find a Pokemon egg while you and your friends' Pokemon are playing together. So you could just breed with your friends. You can do like actual like dog breeding, like Pokemon breeding. That's so cool. Look at this. He's like, I'm not ready. That's so cool. No, in order to have picnics on players, we had internet, local communication. You named the lowest bit a game install, pay Nintendo online. Yeah. That's awesome. That's actually really awesome. Oh man. New Pokemon time. Why didn't they show off any other new Pokemon? I don't know, man. I told you, this is gonna show off one Pokemon, that's it. Girafarig, living in the Paldea region, will evolve into this Pokemon. It is 10'6". As Cudchew, that's a new ability. Long neck Pokemon. Oh, it's normal psychic. Okay, I read that wrong. I read it as like normal fighting. Because I just saw it as a glimpse. The head of its main body and the head on its tail combined. As a result of its evolution, the head of its main body and the head from its tail have become one. Both Farigiraphs? Yeah. Brains are connected through thick nerves, increasing its psychic energy, and it can emit psychic waves from the antenna on its head. It's always mindful of its surroundings, and while it can detect danger in an instant, there are times when its body cannot react as fast as its two brains can think. Oh. The head from its tail is equipped for both offense and defense. A thick, sturdy head from its tail provides good defense for the head of the main body. When the head from its tail closes its mouth, Farigiraf whips its long neck around like an attack. In an attack that deals brutal physical damage, the force of this attack is said to be able to pulverize stone and crush steel beams. So is this going to be like a physical psychic type? That's going to be really interesting. That's going to be really interesting to see a physical psychic type Pokemon. New ability. Oh, two new ability. Oh, Armor Tail. Oh, I read that completely different. And I was like, okay, that's interesting to give it that. But there's two new abilities for it. Cudchew, appearing for the first time in titles. When a Pokemon with its ability eats a berry, it will eat it one more time at the end of its turn. Oh, like how giraffes, they do that all the time. They spit up their stuff, right? So they'll eat the berry, and then at the end of the turn, they'll eat it again, and they get double the status effect. That is so cool. And then Armor Tail, new ability. appearing first time styles, it makes Pokemon unable to use priority moves? No. No. That's so cool. That is like the coolest thing ever. It's an ability. No way. This got leaked so long ago of like the image of this specific with the fucking mouth over the head and everything. This got leaked so long ago and now it's actually here and it's like oh shit. If anyone remembers that. Those two new abilities are so cool. I love this armor tail one. Kudchu is gonna be oh that depends on what berry you give it, but that's gonna be fucking broken. Depending on what you give it. You can raise its speed twice if you give it a Salak berry. That's so cool. You can raise its attack twice. It has to be a berry. So unless they add a berry that raises attack. Anyways, that's fair giraffe. Fair giraffe. It's also the giraffe rig thing. The whole name, you can say it forward and backwards. Okay. Now we can turn the volume off on this. We don't need to listen to it anymore. Now we can go back. I can point out some things that I noticed. Right off the bat, I noticed right here. So he's battling, right? Pokemon, blah 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 blah. You cannot. So originally, I was thinking like, oh, it's like Legends Arceus. You can run around and everything. And also, this is a battle screen. This looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. You might be able to. I don't think they're gonna have the camera static behind you. But then during gym battles, you saw the camera moving everywhere. That's another thing. In the gym battle, the camera was moving. But I don't. Maybe they might make you static in a wild battle. I'm not sure. But also, it's weird they have to walk up to them and press A. Like you're asking a wild Pokemon, "Hey, do you want to fight?" I don't think that's going to be the case all the time. I think they will probably attack you, like in Legends Arceus or something. But oh, look at this. Okay, so this is how you know you're Terra type, or one of the ways, right? You do it, echoed voice, and right here, when he hits Terrestrialize, the little symbol for it turns into the type, and then you can see. I've said it before, but if it works with it, if it works with the Terrestrial type, on this little box right here, you get an extra little ring around it to tell you, hey, this is a move that's going to do the best. And you see that this actually does give a really good power boost. Aqua Jet the first time took out like barely nothing from Lechonk, and then once he terrestrializes, this little cutscene, I hope you can turn that off. Once he terrestrializes, boom, that's so much more damage. Also, these shining Pokemon, that's not shiny. So they may have like shiny in Overworld, just like Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is going to be the base game for this, right? This is them testing out, hey, do people like an Overworld game? The answer is yes, at least in my opinion. But they're going to be Pokemon that can terrestrialize, and you got to walk up to them, press A, or whatever it is, you got to do the battle them. And they terrestrialize. And remember, there's something you have to remember. Terrestrialization is the entire battle. Once they terrestrialize, or once you terrestrialize, your Pokemon stays terrestrialized the whole battle. And it's going to stay that way even, we think, they haven't really confirmed on that part, but even if you switch it out, it'll stay terrestrialized. And this Jigglypuff is water, and fighting a water type. Stupid. Yeah, he's attacking. And for these Pokemon, they lose the terrestrial type, but that doesn't happen for you. That's the thing, though. That doesn't happen for you when you take too much damage. That's only for these wild ones right here. And right here, here's the thing right here. You can press X to... That's interesting that it didn't show up earlier for catching Lechonk, the X Pokeball. So maybe it shows up automatically when a Pokemon's health is low, like a hold your hand mode. I think it should be up the whole time, because what if you want to catch a Pokemon at full health, like a Quick Ball or something? Or maybe he just didn't have Pokeballs. I don't know. But that's still something that's there. You catch it. And then we gotta look at the right here. We gotta look at this. This is what I'm excited for. Look at this. So change nickname, change markings, and change held items. So it looks like there's no change moves like in Legend Arceus. It's just basic Pokemon. So the moves, learning moves, have gone back to how original Pokemon is. It's not Legend Arceus. Hey, I want to switch out this move for this. Let's do it. It's different, or it's the original now. But along with the typing, you can now see the Terra type. So when you catch that Pokemon, you will be able to see its Terra type probably before you see it terrestrialize. And I don't know what this symbol is. Maybe that's just its Terra type, or that could be right there. It could be showing you, hey, you caught it while it was terrestrialized. I don't know. What does this lock mean? Can you lock Pokemon onto your team so that you never like accidentally get rid of them? That would be really sick. That would be really cool. Yeah, that's something that I noticed that's really cool. Also, the stats right here. So IVs and EVs, they're most likely back. This summary right here, the basic summary. But that was something that I was really excited for because I was thinking like, how are you gonna remember their typing? Well, right here, when you look at them in the normal summary, you see the Terra type along with the regular type, which is gonna be huge. Um, what else was there that I noticed? Right here, and they explained it further, but as of right here, Litleo Tuft. So you go it is Legends Arceus. You go, you collect items. Also down here on the bottom, there's a terrestrial Pokemon. I want to point that out real quick. It looks like a Yanma, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, just want to point that out. But you can send your Pokemon out to do auto battles in real life, and it's called the Let's Go feature. So it's actually not auto battles. It's the Let's Go feature. So there's two different versions of this. I don't know what this would be called. Also, nice. Look at that. Nice. Also, Wiglet being level 20, that could just be a little game like, hey, you're level 20. Or that could be like you catch him early in the game. You know? And then Quaxley doesn't even show up, but then once you do Let's Go, he shows up. Also, earlier they had him running, getting up to you, walking, and then running again. They did not fix running. They did not fix walking with your Pokemon. I'm sad. I'm sad to tell you guys that. I'm sad that it's not like that, but they did not fix walking Pokemon. There's going to be Pokemon that lag behind and then have to teleport up to you. There's going to be Pokemon that do what Quaxley do and they just, you know, they speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. It's weird, awkward. They may fix it. They may fix it. This is still the game, still unreleased. They're still working on it, but as of right now, they did not fix the walking. So I'm sorry, and I'm really sorry, guys. So you see when he gets hit, when he gets sent on these battles. You can also send him out to grab items, which it's right there. At that point, just go grab it, bro. But so the Let's Go feature and the Auto Battle feature are completely different. Let's Go feature, you specifically command them to come out and like, hey, go grab that, go battle this specific Pokemon, go do this, go do that, right? The Auto Battle, they're out with you at all times and they go and they battle whatever's around you without you telling them. Let's Go, okay. Let's Go feature, you pick what Pokemon they Auto Battle. Auto Battle itself is random, whatever is the closest Pokemon. That's how those two work against each other. Let's Go also is showed right there. You can pick out the thing. Also, when you're on your map, you can. So remember when I did the map breakdown the last time? You have right here your trainer ID. I was right about that. I was right about that. I just want to point that out. And I was the only person to talk about that. So, just saying, you might want to start watching my breakdown videos. Anywho, Um, Shameless plug. You can see the name of the town. Also, it's gonna have two Pokemon centers on each side. I wonder if that's for everywhere. That's my genuine, like, if it's every town. You can have a compass and you can have the R to move the map around. You zoomed in, set destination, and yeah, he has a destination now. Move up to it. It's Team Star. And this is something right here. This is Team Star, whatever, base, right? You walk on up, East Providence, Area 1. And so right here, so Team Star isn't just like Team Rocket Base or whatever. You have the first three Pokemon in your team. Alright, or maybe it did say, hold on, let's go back here. Yeah, let it load. Or get Area 1. So this could just be Area 1, and then like Area 2, you can use 4 Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. Don't know. They didn't say take up to 3 Pokemon in the trailer. They just said it. They just said that right here for Area 1 when you get to it. And click on the button. So you could use your whole party in these, but all it is just a auto battle rush to defeat. It looked like they have 30, they got 10 minutes to defeat 30 Pokemon with auto battles. So that's something that I did not expect. And you can send out your Pokemon with R, you can call them back, and you can just give up entirely. But this does actually seem like a pretty good challenge thing. Also, there's the engine Pokemon, right? But then here's another engine Pokemon. It's the wheel. Is this whole car one big Pokemon? Or is it going to be like multiple? Is this like a baby version of the motor Pokemon? Because that's an eye. That is an eye that is looking out, just like the eye on the motor Pokemon. We know that's a motor Pokemon because they gave it a tongue in the promotional art. Why would you do that? Here's Mela, the Bay, Slay Girl, whatever. Yeah. So during the auto battles, whatever. Also, this does look like a new area, maybe. So it could also be just like I said, you have all 6 Pokemon on this area. I don't think your Pokemon will heal automatically. So I think the first 3 Pokemon, whatever you're doing, won't be fully healed. But the rest of your team will. And I think you might be able to use your full team versus just 3. But it did say earlier, use your first 3 to take on Team Star. So it could be that you only use your 3 Pokemon and the whole time, even when battling like the final boss area or whatever. And then, like I said, there's like Area 2 and Area 3 where you can use more Pokemon, and this is that one area where you can use all 6. So, not sure about that. Take that with a grain of salt, but there's something there to look out for. Crafting TMs. So you can grab league points here. Cool. Okay, so you can look at these moves, TM12, TM15, TM16, TM19. And the craftable ones, that's how you know you can craft them, obviously. They give you everything like usual. And then the required resources right here. League points, 800. And then you have your items. Let's see if I can... Right here. There we go. Oh, Snob's in the game. Snover's in the game. That's another right there. You know, they're in. Staraptor, Shinx, they're in. But, that's another thing right there. Is that they can learn, you can make your own moves, but not only do you make your moves, you get the moves from the items. Remember earlier we were finding a Litleo, and they got the Litleo Tuft? That's why. So when you either catch or defeat Pokemon, you get these little items here, and you can use those to craft moves. And it said league points. You need league points, right? You need league points with 2 things. Well, no, I said that wrong. There's 2 ways to get league points. One, just by doing the main story, aka the gym leader battles, right? You could also probably Arvin getting food. He probably gives you league points every time you find new food or something like that. Number two, you can take these items that you get from Pokemon and you can sell them, and it will give you the league points. Also, I love this. You can sort them by number, which is probably how it is, and you can definitely change it however you like. Hariyama's in the game, which I'm excited for. I love Hariyama. And then you can also, I love this too. This is so cool. I'm finding all these little things now that I'm in pause. You can rotate through the choice, the typing choice. So you can choose what type you want to look at. Like, I'm looking to teach my giraffe rig here before he evolves. I'm looking to teach him an ice type move. You can just, instead of looking at all of this, and it's like, well, what is the ice type? Well, there it is. You can just boop, 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 bam, all your ice type moves. You're like, okay, cool, he can learn this one, and that one. So let's figure out which one we want. And then it just goes from there. Obviously, indicator how much you want in your bag or how much you already have. But yeah. Also, it looks like Arvin's going to be kind of annoying, it looks like. Also, hold on. There was another thing I wanted to know. Anything else I can help with? Right here, so you can exchange materials for league points. So if you're running low on league points for a specific item you want, you can just take another item from like, okay, I don't need this to craft, let's just exchange it, and then you can probably have enough to make the TM that you do want, which is going to be really cool. It's definitely going to make battling and catching Pokemon um, almost kind of like a requirement, which it is in Pokemon, but like this like more of a requirement. Does that make you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Anyways, it looks like Arvin's gonna be annoying as fuck because he's just gonna call you out of nowhere. Unless maybe that's a cutscene and not just a beta game camera angle, it's a test angle. I don't know. But it looks like he's just gonna call you out of nowhere just to tell you, hey, you're in an area with a Titan Pokemon, and then that's how you're gonna know where to look. That's probably gonna be how you know where to look. He might tell you where to go, and then once you get close to it, he'll tell you, "Hey, you're close to it. Go look for it." That's what it kind of looks like because you were in the area that looks like that stony Titan cloth, which he's right there. So he probably does send you out like a mission. You have to go talk to him, and he'll tell you, go to this area and fight this Titan Pokemon, or this area to fight this Titan Pokemon, and blah blah blah. And then you can do that, right? Let's see. He terrestrializes and Terra Blast. So that's another new move. So here's something I want to point out. Go back just a little. Blah, 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 blah. Right here. Terra Blast right here. You can use that regularly. So that is a move. They were saying something about that. They did say Terra Blast earlier. Like I think in the first trailer when they showed off terrestrialization, they showed off the move Terra Blast. But they didn't explain if that was like a kind of like a Z move kind of thing where it only activates when you terrestrialize, or if it's an actual move. It is an actual move. Its base is normal type, obviously. Makes sense. And then it changes with your terrestrialization. Now, I don't know if every Pokemon can learn this. It might be one of those moves where every Pokemon can learn it just because of what it is, Terror Blast. I highly doubt that though. But it is going to be really cool because if your Pokemon doesn't have a move that corresponds with its Terra type, now it does. Now it always has a stab move, which is going to be really good. We don't know how much power it has or what it does or anything like that because I don't check out the info for it. But now we know it is a full move that takes up an entire slot on your move set. So you're really gonna have to think, do I really need this Terra Blast move? Do I really need this? You know what I mean? It looks like a hyper beam that just changes typing. It only has 10 power points, so it could be really powerful. If it only has 10 power points. And in this right here, offline mode, but you can connect L connect. Okay, well this stuff is in the way, but down here L connect to the internet. See that down there? So that's how you get to the internet to do all this. There's a battle stadium, which they've already said you can do. You can do Union Circle, so you can do Union Circle whenever you want. You don't have to go to a Pokemon Center. Originally, we thought you had to go to a Pokemon Center to turn that on. That is one way to do it, or you could just do it whenever you want by accessing the Union Circle right here in this Poke Portal. However you open that up. They don't show how to open it, but yeah. You can also do link trades, random trades, surprise trades are back, which I'm excited for. Link battles, battle stadium, which is going to be the ranked battles. They said that you could do competitive battles in this game. Terra raid battle. So they're not exactly these Terra raid. Okay, the difference between finding a wild Terra Pokemon and a Terra raid battle are like night and day. A regular Terra Pokemon battle is just you battling that one Pokemon. It's going to be weaker. It's going to be scaled to your level. The Terra raid battles, or the raid battles, is going to be a lot stronger. You're going to find them in the little areas they said you can find them in. Or you could probably search for someone who's looking for teammates right there. That's what that button probably does. And that's where all four of you attack the one Pokemon. So there is a difference. So maybe it didn't look like it, but maybe you could bring your friends in to fight the one overworld. Maybe you can fight that whole Crystal team, whatever the whole raid battle by yourself. Obviously, they're going to bring in computers, but they might not bring in computers, and it could just be you. We don't know about that yet, but that could. This right here, this Terra Raid battle option right here, opens that possibility. And then obviously mystery gifts. We need mystery gifts. So at first I was thinking Girafarig needs to evolve, or it needs a trade to evolve, another trade evolution. We haven't had that in quite a while. But no, it just battles. So here it is, right here. The walking. Oh shit, I went too far. The walking with the Pokemon. Remember how I said they didn't get it fixed? And you're thinking, oh, this looks pretty good. Girafarig is getting smaller, meaning he's lagging behind. Look, see? That's not a camera angle. That's not a camera angle zooming out because the main character isn't getting smaller. See? They're staying stagnant. So Girafarig is slow. He's gonna do that, or he's fast or whatever. He's gonna do that awkward thing where he runs super fast and then lags behind, and runs super fast, and he's gonna be doing that as of right now, unless they fix it. And then you go up and battle with them. I don't think that's the only way that you can do that. But anyways, Girafarig does evolve. They don't give us a level, probably high level. And he evolves finally. I'm so excited that Girafarig gets some love. I love Girafarig. Farigiraf, right? Here's the Pokedex. Here's the Pokedex. These images are fucking adorable. But you got right here, we get a nice little look at the Pokedex. So when you first open it, also Pokemon evolve in Overworld, which is amazing. It's gonna look amazing. It's gonna tie so well with just like the area and just like how the anime is, whatever. So you see right here the weather, and then this right here. That's because you open your map and then you select the Pokedex, which is that red button. And then this is the full Pokedex right here. So this guy battled 38 Pokemon. He caught 22 of them, right? You scroll down, and this is cool. This is really cool. Recently caught. So, also Toxel's in the game. My favorite Pokemon, Toxtricity. Let's go. But recently caught, you get to see like, so if you want to look at like another, like a specific Pokemon that you just caught, and you're like, oh, that would be cool to look at. Let's look at it. right here. I also think that this may take out the whole thing, or when you first catch it, it automatically takes you to the Pokedex. You know what I mean? I think this does take that out because of the recently caught. If you want to look at it yourself, it's just right there. Then there's also recently battled Pokemon. So all of these are hidden, but number 213, number 209, we cannot be looking at national decks for this because there is no national dex. I mean, Toxel right here is 198. If it was national dex, he would be like 800 something, 900 something. You know what I mean? So we don't know what these Pokemon are. If you think you know what they are based on their dex numbers, you're wrong. But you click on the Pokemon and you get this whole thing, get the long neck giraffe or the long neck Pokemon with the nice little image. And you can press A for details, or you can just keep looking at the nice little thing. And this showed up for like just a quick second, which that's why I read it as like fighting, because I was looking at the model, so I was like, oh cool, it's psychic. Looks like you can switch between the forms. If there is different forms, they'll have an option for that up here. Hardened head from his tail protects the head of the main body. If whips some long neck around the head of enemies, that's cool. You can view motions, habitat, you know, the works. And then right here, motion, cry, pause, all that good stuff. And then this right here, look at this down here. They just showed off 3 new Pokemon. And no one noticed this right here. Right here in this little map, they got this little bird. They got this two little mouse Pokemon, and they got this little muffin Pokemon looking thing. And I'm thinking, well, that doesn't mean they just revealed a new Pokemon. That's true. It could not be. It could just be like Pokemon brands, like how in Pokemon Sword and Shield they had branding and everything like that. But what tells me that it's new Pokemon is that there's a Rookidee right behind the mouse and the other bird, which tells me that they're symbolizing something that's real. You know what I mean? So they just revealed 3 new They could have potentially revealed 3 new Pokemon right there on accident. Whether it was on purpose or on accident, I don't know, but they could have potentially done that just right there. It could just be branding. Like I said, the Rookidee being there makes me think it's not, but it is what it is. Also, bring a fire type for the grass type gym. I mean, that's kind of obvious. It's grass type gym, but Sudowoodo can finally get hit by fire types. He's not Pseudo no more. He's just Wudo. He's just Wudo. Also, the crowned baby. I love him so much. That is so cute. Character customization. Right here. See, like this right here? Yeah, it's a transition. But it's also just camera angle in general. So as I was saying in my last breakdown, wild battles could be like Legends Arceus, and then gym battles could be stagnant. This just proves that gym battles are stagnant. However, as we already saw before, maybe wild Pokemon battles are not just like free, like Legends Arceus. Hairstyles, yeah, it's cool. They could add more. They better add more. Yeah. Taking a picture. So here's another thing. Taking a picture. We really need to go over customization. Because that's customization. There's nothing. I do want to notice though. You can do eyebrows. You can do lips. You can do freckles. You can change your outfits in here. Also, you're not in the store. That's another thing. Okay, maybe I should talk about this. But you're not in the store, right? You're out in the open doing this right here. So you can change your looks whenever you want. The only thing you have to go in and change is your hair. That is the only thing you need to go into an actual store or whatever and change. You can change your outfit by pressing plus, just out and open. So it doesn't even matter about outfit wise. You can go buy clothes, but then you don't have to change into them there. You can change into them whenever you want. Eye shapes, you got full character customization pretty much. Not full entirely, but you got it. I don't know what this could be. because, oh, it could be like a freckle or a mole, because over here you got the eye lens, and this is right here selected eye shape, so I don't know what this little eye over here could be. But that's character customization. You can do it whenever you want. The only thing you have to go into and change is your hairstyle. And taking a photo, you can look through all this stuff. You can change your look, you can change your thing. You can also flip the camera around. Hide guides, you can get rid of all this. Filters, rotate, reset, point camera, blah, 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 blah. You can have your Pokemon out, you can have other people's Pokemon out, and you can do all these different poses here as they're showing. You can put your Pokemon basically wherever you want. And then you can, right here, use this shot as your new profile picture. So remember it showed the profile pictures, you can have that as your profile picture. Which is really cool. I like that a lot. The cleaning Pokemon, they didn't really show anything here. They just kind of said, hey, you know, this is a thing. Nothing really to really go over. We already read it earlier. I don't understand how the egg mechanics will work. I don't. I truly don't. Because, number one, how does the egg get in there? I don't know. But anyways, right here. ZR throw ball, B to crouch, R to whistle, recall Koraidon. So you could have your full, this right here, recall Koraidon, that tells a whole bunch. That one little bit right there tells a whole bunch. What that possibly means is that you can have your full team of 6 Pokemon out, and then Koraidon is also here, and then you could just call back Koraidon like, nope, just a team only, you're not special today. And only play with your team. Or that could be he's part of your team and you just want to call him over to ride away. That could be two things. So Koraidon and Miraidon do not have to be on your team in order to be usable, in order to ride on them and fly on them and everything. They don't have to be on your team, is what this potentially hints at, which could be really cool. And you're going to be thinking that we get him early because we're seeing him with a bunch of baby Pokemon. That could be true, but also could be they just don't want to spoil any new Pokemon. So they're using Pokemon that they've already revealed, which just so happen to be only baby Pokemon. Y to pack up and go. And then you can make your sandwich, which this is like a little timed mini game. So you pick the bread, and then you got 10 minutes up here, see? And it's a timed mini game to make it, stack it, whatever. I personally don't like sandwiches. I just don't. And you can buy the ingredients. You can buy the different picks for different kinds. I don't know what they do, but we don't know what these sandwiches do. Besides this right here, up in the corner. There it is, right here. So catching power, you're gonna catch fairy type Pokemon a lot easier. Encounter power, you're going to run into grass type Pokemon a lot more than usual. And raid power, ground. I don't know what that means. That can mean of two things. One, when you terrestrialize during a raid, if you do ground typing, that would be stronger. I think that's very specific, so I don't think that could be it. Or two, you could run into a lot more Pokemon whose Terra type is ground. I think that's more likely. What that raid power means. They might explain it. We may have to figure it out on our own, but you never know. All done picnicking, yes. And then you can play with your friends, picnic with your friends, and this is a raid battle right here. Defeat the Terra Pokemon within the time limit. And you can see what Pokemon it is. When you do a Terra raid battle, you see what Pokemon it is, right? Like, oh, it's a Chansey, but you also see the Terra type. So you know what you're getting into ahead of time. You know, oh, it's a Chansey, but what type is it? Like, how do I know? Say I want a Chansey with a fighting type instead of a ghost type. You know up in the corner, oh, this is a ghost type. Let's reset it and try and find a fighting type one. So that's pretty cool. Everyone coming together. Change your Pokemon. This could just be like raid battles. Most likely it is going to be like Dynamax raid battles where you can choose any Pokemon you want from your PC box. But Most likely that's going to be what it how it entails or shows or whatever. And then we finally get an actual look at these raiding battles. We actually get an actual look at these. And you can see up here how it said you can make a profile picture. It doesn't just show your people here. It does show whatever image you use to do for your profile picture. So that does show off something good here. You attack on your own how you are, right? And then you will see. Sorry, I'm getting uncomfortable. I gotta change how I'm sitting. You will see what moves the other Pokemon are going to use, like Play Rough, Sire Beam, right here. It doesn't take up your whole screen, which is cool because you're all attacking at once. There is a time limit for these battles. It looks to be going down pretty slow. You can cheer on, which these cheer ons actually do something now. In Sword and Shield, they didn't really do anything really, right? Now you got 3 different types. You got one that boosts everyone's attack and special attack, godlike. You got one that boosts everyone's defense, special defense, also godlike, and you got one that heals everybody. And you don't have to cheer when your Pokemon's gone. See, you can cheer right here whenever you want with your Pokemon out, which is going to be really cool. What else? I think that's it for the raid battles. Right here, you all get a chance to catch it, so it's not a thing of, hey, can I catch it? And then you can catch the next one. It's just you all catch it at once. So that's cool. That's a good nice feature. And that's it. That's everything that I found. Yeah. That's everything that I found on here. Hello chat. Sorry, I didn't have my thing up. I didn't see chat. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, we already looked at the website. Yeah. So that was cool. I love Giraffurig's evolution. I already forgot his name. Fairgraph. I don't fucking know, man. I don't even know. I need to plug my computer and it's gonna die. Oh no. But that is that. Pokemon. I love it. We still don't know what level Giraffurrig evolves on. Probably, my guess, level 20 or level 30. Like low. Fairgraph. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you really want to. You don't have to though. This was everything that I found. Obviously there could be more found, could be less, but this is just what I personally found. Please comment down below your favorite part of the video, and I will see you all next time.